Hardy har, and welcome to an all-new episode of Adventures in Game Chasing. Yarr! Today, we'll be opening up this box from Tipa Game, which contains a lot of games. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Hi everyone! Bargain Pirate here. Before we begin today's episode in earnest, I just wanted to tell you that today's episode was sponsored by Tipa Game, who was kind enough to give me some very groovy prices on the games we got today, in exchange for me telling you about a cool little deal they have with a keyword from the show. If you purchase over $100 worth of stuff, you'll get free shipping. All you have to do is mention the word pirate during your purchase, and voila, here you go. Video games with free shipping over $100. So please, especially if you're in the Montreal area, encourage your local video game retailers. Yar, because that's the way game chasing goes. And now, back to the show! So first up, we have Sam & Max Season 1. It's a PC game. I don't collect a lot of PC games, but I do have a soft spot for Sam & Max. Therefore, I'm gonna add this to my collection gladly. It's a point-and-click game from 2007, and it has 6 episodes, and they're all on this this cool little set here. So, yep, Season 1 from Telltale Games, Sam & Max. Pretty cool. Next up, we have Capcom Fighting Evolution. It's a cooking show game. No, I'm kidding. It's a fighting game, obviously. And it has legendary fighters from 5 Capcom arcade classics finally meet online in one totally cool old school game. Let's look inside. Okay, so we have a cool booklet and a cool disc. Disc is clean. This is cool. I like this. So yes, Capcom Fighting Evolution. I'm very happy with this one. Up next we have Yakuza 3, the continuing adventures of Kazuma Kiryu. Yes, the Dragon of Dojima returns. So this is the one where Kiryu we enter a new town. I mean, there's other towns in the first 2 games, but this one is where we have the orphanage, and a bunch of stuff like that happens, and Kiryu has to come back to Kamurocho and kick some butt, because, well, he's Kiryu. If he's not kicking butt, then what is he doing? And I guess the answer is karaoke, phone sex, hotlines, playing arcade games, racing minicars. Basically, my question was dumb from the start, but anyways, Yakuza 3, I'm really happy to have this one. It's the first Yakuza for the PS3, and it features a bunch of cool new stuff, so I'm really happy. Yes, I had the remastered version for the PS4, that has 3, 4, and 5, but I'm happy to have an actual copy of the original version of 3. Very cool. Silent Hill Downpour. Oh, very neat. This is one of the ones that is actually pretty hard to find nowadays. I guess it didn't sell all that well, but like most non-Team Silent Hills, it's obviously not as good as the first 4 ones, but still, I'm really happy to have this. I'm finally going to be able to play this one. I might pick up a PS3 version once I find one to complete my Silent Hill collection, but this is really cool. Let's look inside. We got the booklet and we got the disc in pretty good shape. I'm pretty sure this is going to play in my Xbox One, so I don't need to dust out the old 360, but still, pretty happy with this one. Gonna add it to the collection. What's next? Blue Stinger for the Sega Dreamcast. Ooh, that's a cool game I don't have in my collection. Of course, all Dreamcast Sega CD boxes are they break kind of easily. I don't know who they were paying. The game itself is it's a little dusty, but that's okay. I mean, it can still run. I'm pretty sure there's no scratches. No, there's no scratches. It's all nice and clean. A little bit of dust from the confetti. But yes, it's got the booklet. It's complete in box. Very cool. It is kind of like a weird horror science fiction RPG. I don't know, I haven't played this one, but it is, it's interesting to have something that isn't a sequel to some of the other games that I've been collecting so far, but still, it's pretty cool. I'm happy to have it. I wanted this one for a bit, and now I have it. Very cool. Sam & Max Season 2. I guess it's just the continuation of the other one that I got. Again, I didn't play these ones back in the day, and I should have, because I'm a really big fan of Sam & Max Hit the Road. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, point-and-click adventure game. So this is pretty neat to see. I guess I'm going to have to start playing on the PC, but I'm not going to start collecting for the PC, because there's just so many damn games. I would never reach the end of my collection if I start collecting PC, but I do get the occasional thing here and there, just, you know, to say that I have them. In any case, more Sam & Max is never a bad thing. Yar. Yakuza 4! Sweet! This one doesn't have the booklet, unfortunately. It's not complete. I'll have to find the booklet one day. But, you got the disc. Good condition. Just missing the booklet. It happens. But yeah, Yakuza 4. Yeah, more of the same. This one introduced several characters. You could play up to 4 characters, Kiryu being the last character you got to play as, because you get to play as Akiyama, I think his name is. Anyways, you get to play as a bunch of people in a very cool, multi-charactered storyline, and then, boom, at the end you get to play as Kiryu, because, of course, who doesn't want to play as Kiryu in a Yakuza game? Unless, of course, you're talking about Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is a really cool game, but Kiryu is still there, but not in the way you expect him. Again, I have the collection with 3, 4, 5 remastered, but I'm really happy having the originals. I like having all the versions of a series that I love, and I love me some Yakuza. Pretty much what I'm missing right now is the Dead Souls game, and Yakuza 1 and 2 for PS2. After that, I'll have all of the North American releases of the Yakuza series, which, you know what? Sounds like a good thing to me. Yar. Alright, this is a game for the 32X, and I swear it is not a porno title, but 36 Great Holes starring Fred Couples. That sounds like a McDonald's version of the Kama Sutra. 36 Great Holes starring Fred Couples and his assistant Wanda Relationship. I'm getting hiccups with how dumb this sounds. Okay, alright. So yes, 36 Great Holes starring Fred Couples, Sega 32X. Cool. There's not that many 32X games, so this I'm happy to have this to add to my collection. I might be able to do a full set of 32X at some point. I know like some games like Spider-Man Web of Fire are like completely out of price right now, but those are the kind of games that if you just want them loose for your collection, you might be able to find in rummage sales and stuff. So yeah. Golf Magazine presents 36 Great Holes starring Fred Couples. I'm assuming it's a golf game. I don't think Kids to Adult would endorse a marriage counseling game, but yeah, there we go. Alright, oh, this is cool. It is a loose, without the box copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Game Gear, and I also have the booklet here. I also have World Series Baseball, but the main draw here is, of course, the Sonic 2 for Game Gear. Pretty cool. I have the booklet, I have the game. It's a neat little package. That's cool. What more can I say? Well, it's not as good as the Genesis version, for sure, but it's still a pretty cool little fun thing to have. And the Game Gear is a console I never really had the chance to have, because back in the day it was a little more on the expensive side versus, say, a Game Boy. Which I did have, and it was just like everybody knew it just ate batteries and stuff. And when you're a child, especially a child in the 90s, where like gaming was less accessible in terms of the like parents wouldn't really be interested in buying you like different consoles. It'd be like, what do you want, a Nintendo or a Sega? Hence why the console wars were there, because you pretty much had to be a partisan of something because you didn't have like all that much choice. So what were you gonna do? Be like, oh, I preferred the other console that I don't have? No, you're gonna be fiercely defensive. So I had friends who had Game Gears, but like by the time I got around to playing them, they were always out of batteries or whatever. So, yeah. Oh, Godzilla alert! Godzilla Unleashed Double Smash for the Nintendo DS. Double Smash, I see what they did, the Godzilla DS, yes, okay. This is pretty much a port of Godzilla Unleashed, however, I think it's more like side-scrolling missions. I got the cartridge. I have the wonderful booklet. It's all nice and clean. And in the back here, of course, you have all of your little icons that obviously are so small I can't read them, but for like a Godzilla fan like me, it's fun to see the official Godzilla icon stuff. So yeah, Godzilla Unleashed DS or Double Smash. I guess I'm one game closer to a full Godzilla set. Yar! Ooh, this one's a little beat up. This is one of those... I got it because I got it really, really cheap. because it's normally a game that's a little more expensive. This is Earthworm Jim 2, but a little beat up, as you can see. Like, half the label's missing. It's got some gummy stuff here that I can probably just clean up. But yeah, half the label's missing, but it's Earthworm Jim 2. The game itself looks relatively clean. Yeah, it doesn't look like the chip is in any way, shape, or form damaged or unclean, but yeah, the label's ripped. It's a little annoying to see, but obviously, if I find a better copy out there somewhere for cheap, I'll pick that up. But in the meantime, if I just want to lay back and play Earthworm Jim 2 on the Super Nintendo, yeah, I have a copy now. I have my very own copy of Earthworm Jim 2. I have the first one on Genesis. I don't have the first one for Super Nintendo. That's going to be something that I'm going to want to fix at some point. But yeah, Earthworm Jim 2. Again, not the best looking copy, but for the price I got it, honestly, like, if you just want a copy to play with, that's cool. And eventually, once I get a better label, I'll use this as trade bait, or I'll just make somebody's day. As a good friend of mine once said, you purchase the games that you can find for cheap, and then eventually you'll upgrade them at some point later down the line. Oh, this I've wanted for years! A long box of Twisted Metal, complete with the manual. I have the game without a box, so I'm going to be able to put my Twisted Metal game inside a box and have a complete in-box, long box version of Twisted Metal with the booklet, and yeah, it's in okay condition, but again, it's not broken or anything. It's just becoming loose because the plastic is becoming plastic expands. So yeah, but this is probably one of my favorite games ever, and one of the games that made me fall in love with video game collecting. To have an actual physical copy of long box Twisted Metal, this really makes my day. Pretty cool. From the looks of it, there's still half the box left to go through, so we're gonna do that on next episode. So in the meantime, I'm gonna wish you guys happy whatever. Have a nice evening, day, birthday, maybe? If it's your birthday today, well, have a happy birthday to you. And yeah, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with another exciting adventure in game chasing. Yar!